I was born in 2027, after the corn syrup droughts, after the bandwidth riots, after people stopped trying to fix problems. Because it sounded like a superhero's alter ego, like Peter Parker or Bruce Banner. But he died when I was a kid, my mom too. And I ended up here, sitting here in my tiny corner of nowhere. There's nowhere left to go. Nowhere. Except the oasis. Take you on a trip around the world and back. People come to the oasis for all the things they can do. It's the only place that feels like I mean anything. Oasis itself. Who is this?
A war for control of the future.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Help us save the oasis.
This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com in review. I just finished watching Ready Player One, and this should have been called Nostalgia, the movie, because there's so many callbacks to so many things, from the Iron Giant to Halo, and there are many more that just aren't coming to the top of my head. But the thing is, this movie should not work. This movie should have been a massive clusterfuck. But it does work, and it works really well. And the only reason I think that that's the case is because Steven Spielberg. Because let's be honest, it's not the writing. This movie does not make any sense. For instance, and again, Ready Player One's an awesome movie. I haven't read the book it's based on, but the movie, I assume, takes a lot from the book. And the movie makes no sense. It's literally ludicrous in certain aspects. For instance, the stacks. It's essentially, I guess, a place where poor people live. So they have these mobile homes stacked one on top of the other. And how did they get there? Who would create this infrastructure for these mobile homes to sit in? Why? Nothing. It's so absurd. And the oasis is an escape for people. You're rich, poor, it doesn't matter. In the oasis, everyone's equal. This is, again, it's a novel, it's not a novel idea. It's not a unique idea by any stretch of imagination. But it's a silly idea. Why is that? Because when people want to escape from something, one way is to buy some virtual reality thing, which I imagine is really expensive and not available to everyone. Or you could just, do drugs like they do today, like they've done in the past, and they will do in the future. That the oasis is the option is ludicrous. That's not the way the human brain works. If it's easier to get some drug, and I'm pretty sure there'll be new drugs in the future, they would do that. They would not waste time with virtual reality. I'm sure you would have a contingent of people doing that, while probably doing drugs at the same time. This is an oddly sanitized future. It's really weird in its contrast, in that you have, it's very violent. It's a very violent future. It's a very stratified between rich and poor future. And at the same time, it's cartoony. It's really not making any sense. And this movie should not make any sense. As I said earlier, this movie should have been a clusterfuck. This movie should not work. The fact that it does work attests to Steven Spielberg being a great director. I mean, I found myself getting really emotional about this movie at certain points. And it shouldn't have happened. I mean, I just can't repeat myself often enough. This movie is a mess. The story is illogical. It makes no sense. People do things that don't make any sense. But this is a great damn movie. I actually would have really liked to see it in the theater, frankly. It's very big. It's epic in scale. I assume it would look really good on a big screen. But let's be clear. As I said before, this is not a good movie. It makes no sense, but it's entertaining as hell. And I think that's all due to Steven Spielberg. So, Ready Player One. I wish I had seen it in theaters. It's a mess. It's silly. The story makes no sense. But it's entertaining as hell. It's also too long. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes, something to that effect. They could have chopped this movie down to a good, I don't know, hour and 40 minutes and not missed a beat. It's just too damn long. But that being said, it works, it's well done, it's entertaining as hell, and it's a lot of fun. If you can check your logic at the door, you'll probably have a good time with this movie. This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Review. Peace.